it's like a broken record, same old songs of accusation play. Like who are you to speak the truth? Just look at all your failures and mistakes. And if they really knew you, there's no way they could love you anyway. Oh, but I will fight the lies with the truth.
Hello, and welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood. Sisterhood!
Hey, girl!
One of these days, we're going to just bust out and go into a chorus of sisterhoods.
We just have to figure out
We do.
what
We
that
should
chorus
practice
is.
it. We
Yes.
should practice it ahead of time. I don't think it should be spontaneous.
Not spontaneous.
No, I'm trying to remember.
Remember.
You know, every now and then I revert back to my
remember.
toddler self of not being able to say my R's.
Yeah. Oh, well, Josh lost his two front teeth.
He can't talk at all.
No.
No,
Now, I mean,
it's so adorable.
he sucks that little bottom lip in, too. So he's like always holding his mouth weird. You guys. Oh, my gosh. No, so he lost one at school. He twisted it out during PE, so that was cool. But then a week later, we are all at Frozen 2.
Yes.
The entire Hollis family and Olsen family.
Yes.
We brought all of our kids, all of our kids, all of our
Both
kids.
of them.
Christy made them all shirts. It was precious. We will include photo here. But it is the first movie that you
Yes.
guys have made it the
The
entire
entire way
movie.
through.
At
Yeah.
one point, I sent Tim over to check and see if he could hold Carson because it seemed like that might be a reason to leave. But
He was getting tired.
Yeah.
He was getting tired
Totally.
and fussy. But then he just fell asleep in the chair, so it was good.
yes, so what happened? so what happened was Josh turns to me and I think it was smack dab and like into the unknown. He turns and whispers to me, "Mom, I just swallowed my tooth." I'm like, "What? You swallowed your tooth?" And he's like, got this look on his face, like he is very shocked that this just happened. And he's
Like,
he's
did
just
he,
looking at me like, "Yeah, I swallowed it." It's like, "How did that happen? Were you playing with it?" "Well, I was wiggling it with my tongue, and then it just went down my throat." And he had this panicked little
suddenly
look
it
on
went
his
from
face.
being attached to my gums to being in my stomach.
He's like, I'm like, "Do you have blood on your hands?" He's like, "Is it bleeding?" I'm like, no, just let me find a tissue. So I reach in my purse and find something, and I pull it out and I put some water on it, and we got the blood around his mouth off, and he was just like, "What do I do?" And I said, "Well, baby, you're gonna have to poop it out." And then a whole new look went over his face, like, What?
What?
I was like, "That's what happens. Everything that goes in comes out." And he's just like, "So I just don't have a tooth anymore." I was like,
Nope.
"Nope, you don't."
Nope.
And he was
At
like,
least it was
"Okay."
his second tooth and not his first one. So he didn't completely miss the first tooth experience of losing the tooth and the tooth fairy and all of that. He didn't miss that because it was his second tooth.
But he had just like he has this new lisp. He like
It's
has
precious.
gone through this whole new transformation of how he says his S's and R's and TH's, and he was eating dinner last night and like green bean kept coming out of his mouth. And I was like, "Is it different?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What about you?" He's like, "It's fine. It's not a big deal." And I said, "Well, what about corn? What if you ate corn on the cob?" And he just looked at both of us, and Tim's like, "We're buying corn on the cob. I have to see this." Because his little tooth impression is totally different now.
I'm
in
gonna
his
make
bites.
him his own ugly sweater with the lyrics of the Two Front Teeth song.
Yeah, I mean, it is an all I want for Christmas is my
Yeah.
two front teeth. I like life at our house
Yeah.
right now. Tooth Fairy still hasn't come because he hasn't written a letter to tell her that he swallowed his tooth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hard conversation to have with the tooth fairy. I'm just saying. Man, we've spent a lot of time at the mall lately, I feel like.
We have.
We spent some time. Y'all may have seen pictures and possibly a video of me at the Disney store.
Always a fun time to go with Christy to the Disney store. It is like having a manic toddler that is super obsessed with Disney because she is like, wait, look at this.
Oh, look at this.
Over
no,
here.
Look at that one. I love it. My mom.
Your mom is just the
she's
same.
like, I'm going to try to get to the Disney store. Was there anything there that
You
maybe want? And I was like,
You're like, watch this video.
hold on. Hold my coffee. I'll make a list. So I was okay. Well, there was this and there was this and then there was this and then there was this. And she's like, what about you and Dusty? Oh, those were all toys. Hold on.
Those are all toys.
I named off all the toys that were so cool that I will look at while my kids play with.
With a
fun.
sense of accomplishment that your children
Yes.
have it.
We went to the Disney store. We went to one of my favorite stores, even though I own nothing from there. We went to Torrid
Yes.
to find an outfit for Amanda.
Because plus size clothes. And it's what most everything that I own is from Torrid. Now I'm wearing a Torrid shirt right now.
Yes. Tough like a mother.
Yep.
I love it. I loved all of their sayings t-shirts. They were spot on.
Yeah, they had
were
some good ones.
I mean, I've read some that are not spot on, but all of theirs are spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for a dress for the office Christmas party that is at a club of some kind, country club of some kind, not just like at the club. Anyway, I've been looking for a dress. I found one online. Didn't quite fit. So I've been working on that so that I don't have to go back and find another one.
Yeah.
Man. But
We were at Torrid looking for a dress
we were
for
at
me
Torrid looking for a dress for you.
for an engagement party.
Yes. And y'all, I found the outfit of all outfits. I believe we posted a picture.
Yes. I'm not sure that we got the full look that you had on.
I do have a full body photo of me in the mirror. It had that hashtag across the middle of my body, though, like a belt.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it said.
I think it's like feel the fit or
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was amazingness. The material that the pants were made out of. Never worn pants like that before. I think it would be cold in the cold weather that we are currently having. Might not have tomorrow, but we're having today. I liked that they like cinched a little around my ankles.
Oh, yes. That's right. So they were kind of like a cigarette pant,
Yes.
but they were flowier.
They were kind of flowier and I want to say blousey, but that's probably not the right.
No, I would use blousey's
Yeah.
a good word. But yes, no, they were harem pant almost.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Who knew Jasmine was so comfortable?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Seriously. And okay, but the color.
Nothing's touching your thighs.
No.
It's
yes.
amazing.
The color of the pants were a very bright
The brightest blue.
a very bright blue. And I mean, they had this outfit together.
Yes.
And I was looking at it the whole time
Yeah.
that you were looking for clothes. And by the end of you finding your outfit, I couldn't stand it any longer. And
She
I
just
had
ran to the dressing
to try
room
it on.
with it in her hand. She's like, I don't even care. I have to try this on.
I have to try it on. So the pants were a very, very bright blue, white undershirt, and the sweater, y'all.
Was the most luxurious feeling. And you guys, because we were at Torrid, we could find one that fit Christy and one that fit me.
Yes. It
That is a
was
miracle.
like rubbing a kitten on my face.
It was so good.
It was so good. But again, it was the most fluorescent pink that I have seen since I was 8 years old.
I mean, I would go so far as to say pungent pink.
Even more than highlighter.
It was insane. Like you
It
could
would have
see
glowed in the dark.
You could see it from space.
Yes.
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 But it is amazing.
Amazing. And there is a large part of me that wants to go back and purchase this outfit.
Yes.
A large part of me.
I want that sweater so bad I
Yes.
can taste it. It's so cute.
Yes. I feel like it washes me out a little bit.
But you didn't really have, like, you need a full face.
I need
of
a
makeup on.
tan
Yeah.
and full makeup
Yeah.
to make it happen.
Yeah. And
but
a bolder lip.
and a bolder lip.
Mm-hmm.
I could find that pink and match it.
I could war paint you up.
Yes.
Yes.
So I feel like if I could just own it and not like go purchase it, own it, but like own the outfit.
Yeah.
People would believe me in that outfit.
They would.
If I
yeah.
don't own it, I will be laughed at. It'll be like a whoa, Christy.
It is one of those
What are you
outfits.
wearing?
One
But
of-
if I could just, you know who could own this outfit and wear it? Lacey. She could totally wear it. No one would question her.
No.
They would
No.
be like, oh, it's a pink sweater. Of course Lacey's wearing it.
Yeah.
I would have to own it in a serious way. In a very serious way. I want to own it in a literal way and a figurative way.
You want to be that girl.
I do. I do. I think that with some leopard print earrings and shoes,
Leopard print makes everything better.
yes, that I could definitely do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of y'all see me walking around,
You'll see her.
if you decide to go to the moon and you can still see me, just know that I am happy. So, in all seriousness, though, when we were leaving the mall, we had a conversation, and this conversation stood out to me. So this is where I want to go today.
Yeah.
I want to have the conversation with everyone.
Okay.
Let's include everyone in the conversation. The conversation went something like this. Do you remember middle school dances
And high school dances.
and high school dances?
Yeah.
And you would spend at least a week going to the mall because that's where you went then. Now I just pull up Amazon. But used to,
Back in the
you'd
day.
go to the mall and you would search the Forever 21 or the Gap or the Limited or Express.
That was my place to go.
Yes. And I don't remember. Those are the only ones I can think of.
Well, I mean, the trendy stores were Express and
Right.
the Limited.
Right.
Yeah.
So those weren't really the places that I went because
Right. I ended
they
up
were
at
a little
Penny's
too trendy for
or
me.
Foley's.
Yes. And it ended up like I felt like I was in the outfit that was like, this is amazing, but no one would ever believe me in this. So I can't get it.
You have a lot of issues with believing
I
in
do.
yourself.
I do. So ironically,
We should dive into that
we
too.
should dive into that.
So what I was saying when we were in the mall is, do you remember that feeling? The feeling of, okay, this night is coming up and it could be a game changer.
Yes.
Everything could change
He will notice me in
But-
this skirt.
if I go, because I know if I go to Express, I'm going to find something
Yeah.
that is so incredible that everyone will notice.
Yes.
And it will change my life.
Yes.
And my status at school.
Yes.
And I will dance with a boy.
Yes. It's like the mall has become our fairy godmother.
Yeah.
And we want the magic pumpkin transformation that
Right.
will give us
Right.
the epic night.
Yes. And it never worked out for me.
No.
Ever.
No.
I mean, first of all, I was always, because I was bigger. I mean, in high school, I was a size 16. And now that's like body positive. That's
Yes.
that's the size I wish I was. But back then, there was no body positivity, especially at Aledo High School.
Right.
I was also 6 feet tall.
Yes.
5'11" and a half without shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
And the Express and the Limited were for girls that were about 5'2", and they started
double
at
zero.
a 00. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They had some extended sizes at Express, and if I really worked on it, I could get myself into something. It's like but you still have that hope.
Yes.
That hope that this outfit could change your life. Which in reality, you guys, that's insane.
It is.
It's
It is.
crazy. But the smell of the mall,
Yeah.
because smell is a big
pretzel.
thing for me. Like the smell of the mall, every time I walk past Express, they still have the same scents and fragrances.
Which really, the smell of the mall consists of pretzels, cookies, and all of the fragrances
Right.
of Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret.
And like new clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that weird water smell from the fountains.
Right. Yes. But it's so home. Like all the feelings rush back.
Yes.
And it's probably one of the reasons why I don't go to the mall.
I don't go to the mall because of the
I
people.
have to go. If I'm going to go and have to physically go and grab clothes and wear them like the day of, then I go to Torrid. But
Yes.
at the Hewlin Mall. It is amazing to me what one piece of clothing. Like, now I have some pieces of clothing that I wear specifically. And I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yes. You've got your power outfit.
You've got your power outfit. You've got the thing that makes you feel confident.
Yes.
And when you wear it, you feel bold and you feel like you're ready to see and speak to people.
Yes.
Back then, like, you're going in with the hopes of that. And I didn't have those clothes. I had maybe a couple of outfits like that back then. Like, I went through a Clueless phase
Oh, yeah.
where I definitely
did.
Yes. And
I don't
it's
think that I
because-
ever classified that phase as clueless. So the fact that you just said you had a clue, it was
Oh.
like in my head, it was a clueless phase because I think that I never actually.
Yes, well, I loved
those two things
Alicia
together.
Silverstone. Somebody once told me I look like Alicia Silverstone. No,
Yes.
I don't. But I embraced that look. I embraced the
was a
thigh
good look.
highs, and the platform Doc
Mm-hmm.
Martin Mary Janes, and the short skirts and the vest.
Yes.
The vest was where it was.
I had a vest phase also.
Yeah.
I loved them.
We had a vest phase at the same time.
Well, that was a different vest
That- yeah,
phase.
that was
the winter vest.
That was the athletic puffy vest.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was a different vest.
In our 10-year throwback photo.
It wasn't a clueless vest. That was the puffer vest.
No, I went through the Clueless vest I loved it because it was layers.
Yes. Oh, I like layers. You know me. I always have on at least 3 layers. I just ran a 5K with 3 shirts, fleece-lined pants, and my jacket and a scarf.
How many layers are you wearing right now?
3.
How many layers am I wearing?
1. Man.
But yeah, that hope that we put in the clothes, because the clothes were going to make who we were.
Right.
And how sad and misguided that was.
Yes.
Because that is not where our identity
Right.
is. And that's not where our confidence comes
Right.
from. We knew Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're there still searching
Yes.
for the outfit.
Yes. We were at the mall searching for your outfit, and I've been trying to find the dress for this party. Yes.
The dress.
The
It's always
dress.
the dress.
The dress.
Why
I
is
need
it
the
such an
dress.
emphasis on the thing?
Yes.
This is the one thing. This is going to change
It's
everything.
like I need the dress so that when I walk into the party of my very successful husband, I don't feel like the stay-at-home mom that's usually covered in
poop.
yes. I want to feel like the wife of the successful husband. And the dress
you wanna
is
look
going
the
to-
part.
yes.
It's like we're trying to find the right clothes to look the part because we don't feel like we are the part.
Yes.
But in reality, our identity is so much bigger than those clothes and the
Yes.
part that we're trying to play.
So what kept standing out to me after that conversation at the mall was the Proverbs 31 woman and what she's clothed in.
And then we went to Proverbs
And
31.
then we went to Proverbs 31 and we read all of these amazing things about this woman
But they only
who wakes up before the sun and purchases a field and plants things in it and sews garments for her husband.
And her children rise up and call her
yes.
blessed.
Because she's probably cooked this amazing meal of something that's not manna and for them for breakfast. She had confidence in who she was. It said something like she shows the strength of her arms or something.
What?
Yeah. That was one of the portions. Are you already there?
I'm
Were
there.
you already
I'm there. I don't
perusing?
She's worth far more than rubies.
Yes.
So, I mean, and she is a wife of noble character. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with her eager hands. She's like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still dark. She provides food for her family and portions for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it out of her earnings, and she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks.
Yes.
Not like she's wearing sleeveless.
She's wearing
shirt.
a sleeveless shirt to show how strong her arms are. No, she's strong for her task. Like whatever it is that's set before her, she can handle it.
She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. Talks a lot about her arms and her hands, guys.
Basically, she is the fictitious woman that Wonder Woman is based off of.
I don't know that she's fictitious.
She's not fictitious. I think that if we all could grasp our identity and live fully in our identity in Christ, then we would become that person.
She is clothed in strength and dignity.
She is.
And she laughs without fear of the future. So, as women of Christ and as our identity, we are clothed with strength and dignity.
Yes.
And we don't have to fear the future of that party or that dance that we're going to.
Yes.
Because,
Or the entire holiday season.
yes. Or church.
Man.
I just think it's so, I'm thinking about like, how long do you agonize, and I'm going to say agonize, over the perfect coordinated outfits for your family to wear in your photos?
For your photos. Mm-hmm.
You know, why do we do this? I know we want to look coordinated and we want to look good.
We want to look put together.
Is that reality though? No. So why do we keep striving for the facade instead of being real and just being clothed in dignity?
Right. Because if we are being real and being who God really made us to be,
You're stronger than that.
yes, we're better than the facade. We just have to walk in that confidence instead of the confidence in the amazing tactile wonders of that pink sweater.
I think that if we stopped focusing on what's in the mirror and we started focusing on what the Lord sees, then we would all walk in the confidence and boldness that it would take to carry that pink sweater.
I think it's time for this one. What did I do with it? Here it is. I delight greatly in the Lord. My soul rejoices in my God, for he has clothed me with garments of salvation and arrayed me in a robe of his righteousness, as a bridegroom adorns his head like a priest, and as a bride adorns herself with jewels. He has clothed me in garments of salvation and arrayed me in a robe of his righteousness.
That sounds like a bomb kimono to me.
Right? One that glows, that you can see from outer space. That's Isaiah 61:10 for anyone who's wondering.
Yeah. I think that the point of what we're trying to say.
Do we have one?
Yeah.
We do.
Because
we definitely do.
We were talking. I was when I brought that thing up about when we were walking past Express. That, do you remember that feeling?
Do you remember?
that was that feeling. There was so much pressure on that moment, and I was putting so much pressure on what I was going to look like, because what I looked like was going to change everything.
Yes.
And I think that as women, especially in holiday seasons and, when it's your birthday, when somebody's wedding is, a year away, you start to freak out because you're like, what am I going to look like?
Yes.
Like, that is not where our focus should be. And that is really hard for me to say.
I'm going to tell you, you've put me in some interesting things to take a picture of me.
Yes, I have.
And
you can see them right now.
Things that I never would have worn on my own. And the pictures are beautiful. They're some of my favorite pictures. Because
that's who you really are.
You
This
made
is
me
the
feel
thing.
confident
Yeah.
in wearing whatever it was.
I strive as a photographer to show you how beautiful you are. I feel like that's something that the Lord has put in me, is that I'm supposed to show women how beautiful they are,
Right.
especially at some of the major stages of their lives, like giving
Yes.
birth. When they're
Y'all, I
11
put
months
on
pregnant.
one of those dress things and got in the lake
I made her lay down
in
in
March.
The lake. Yes. She was so cold.
And I feel beautiful in that picture. You can't see the goosebumps.
But you are beautiful. That's what you look like. It doesn't matter what you're wearing.
It doesn't matter what you're
doesn't.
wearing.
It's the whole thing. It's the whole picture. The whole picture is your heart. It's in your eyes. It's in how you carry yourself and what your relationship is with the Lord. Because you can see that on someone.
You can.
You can.
You know, it's you saying that. Those are the women that were like, man, she's so cool. I wish I could be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get to know them, it's their confidence in who they are in God.
Yeah.
Like that's what is showing through, that we're like, man, I wish I could be like her.
Honestly, I kind of feel like the clothes, like she makes the clothes look good.
Yes.
Like I may not have
Yes.
put that together, but she made those clothes look good.
Right.
And now I think those clothes are cool because she's
Right.
cool.
And I want to wear that
Yeah.
because she pulled it together and that looked awesome. I want to have that style. Well, that style really is having confidence in who God made you to be.
Yeah.
So let's try that style on for size. So what I'm gathering from this conversation is that I need to go back to Torrid
And buy that pink sweater.
and buy the pink sweater and the blue pants.
Buy me a pink sweater.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to come back to it because I always do. Putting on the full armor of God every single day. And
It's
I think,
huge. We have to
honestly,
come back to it every time because it's important.
I'm going to challenge everyone to write these verses down and put them around their mirror. And when you look in the mirror and you don't feel good about yourself, you read each one of those aloud. You read that you're clothed in strength and dignity.
Mm-hmm.
You read that the other one. The other one.
Salvation and righteousness.
Salvation and righteousness. And you speak aloud, putting on the full armor of God.
Yes.
And then you look at yourself. Then look at yourself in the mirror. Because that's who you are. That's what people are going to see first.
You know,
That's what your identity is. Your identity in Christ is what is the most important thing.
Yes.
Your clothes are not the most important thing.
Isaiah 61:10 and Proverbs 31:25 are the two verses of being clothed with salvation and righteousness and strength and honor. So write those down, put them around your house, your car, your person, wherever you are going to be on
Your
your
mirror.
couch while
Get
you're
your
watching
Post-its
Hallmark.
out. Post-it,
Get your
post-it,
Post-its. So put those verses up so that you can see them. So when you enter this holiday season, you're trying to go to the parties. You're trying to put on that persona of whatever you feel like you need to be to walk into whatever situation you're about to walk into, whether it's an office party, a church party, a family gathering.
Those are the ones for me.
Walk with
That are hard.
strength and Disney.
And Disney, oh my gosh. Walk
Walk
with
in
strength
strength
and
and
dignity.
being clothed with your salvation and righteousness from God. Know who you are in Christ and walk in that confidence
Walk in grace and walk in love
as you enter this holiday season.
and mercy.
In mercy.
So own it.
Own it.
Own who God says you are. Who does God say you are? Look that up. You are a child
Yes.
of God. Walk with that kind of confidence into this new year, into this holiday season, and let it carry you. Because He
Yes.
wants to carry you. And I think that it's very important to repeat, she has no fear of the future.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to fear going into that place and what you're going to look like and how you're going to feel. Because if you ask the Lord to help you pick out an outfit, you're going to feel confident because He
You'll
told
be
you to wear it.
clothed with His strength and dignity
Yeah.
and His confidence, and you will have no fear because He told you to
And if you're walking,
65,000 times in the Bible.
if you're walking in His confidence, in that confidence of knowing who you are as a daughter of God, who cares what you're wearing?
Right? So, once again, I will be going back to Torrid. Y'all, if you get a Christmas card from my family, I might just be wearing a bright pink sweater with bright blue pants.
And you know what? It doesn't matter if anybody else matches you because
Nope.
you feel good about that outfit. I feel like it's probably a spiritual moment for you to wear it
think
because I
so.
feel like the
I
Lord
think
wants
you're
you to
right.
know something about yourself that
Yes.
you don't believe.
I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it.
You guys, we're going to attempt to do a live podcast recording for our
Yes.
Christmas episode.
I am super excited about this
So we're going to stream it live on Facebook. And
while
then,
we are
Yeah.
recording the podcast episode.
then we're
if
going
that
to
makes sense.
edit it down.
Yes.
Um,
the video.
it- well,
well,
no.
also the podcast.
No, not the video. We're
not
going
the
to
video.
do
The video
it
is live. We can't edit that.
No.
Man.
We're doing a live video while we record, which is super fun because we go way off book a lot of times and
We
have
really
to edit
do.
it back. And then we'll have an edited version of the podcast that will go out
Yes.
audio that week. But
And
yes.
that will be our Christmas episode.
Yes, because we are going to be taking some time off for the
Yes.
holidays. We are going to try and post some videos, and we're definitely not going to be totally absent from your lives if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. But we've got to spend some time with our babies
Yes.
and our families. And you guys know,
Y'all's
Christmas
calendars
is
are crazy. Our calendars are crazy.
Yes,
This
so
is how
we're-
we stay sane.
We're going to have one more episode before Christmas. It will be our Christmas episode. I don't know when we're going to release it. Probably
I don't
the week
know.
of Christmas.
Probably.
Yeah. And then we will see you in the new year.
Yes.
But if you are watching on watch Facebook and watch Instagram or Twitter. And we will give you information of when we're going to go live and when we have fun videos up. We want to make you laugh. And if you need a little brain break, we're gonna try and encourage you.
We are going
and
to
make
send
laugh.
you as much help as we can
as much help
during
as we
this
can.
Christmas season.
Yes. So be following us on Facebook at Centel Podcast, on Instagram. Go follow us on Instagram because we have things on Instagram that we don't put on Facebook.
It's true.
So go follow us on Instagram at Centel Podcast. We'll be getting more content up for you guys to enjoy. And we will see you on some live streams, and that'll be fun. Please come and interact with us, and you can be on the podcast. Woo! Go to our website,
Our website.
thecentelpodcast.com, and subscribe to our blog because we're going to have some fun things there too.
Get your ugly sweater ready.
Yes.
Or eggnog. Or whatever it is. If you drink eggnog, you have to drink it from a moose cup. That's my only requirement.
I have those.
Yes. So
All right.
we will definitely use those then.
We love you guys, and we are very grateful for you.
Very grateful. We'll see you next time.